Hey.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Pro Wrestling Throwdown for the week of February 4th, 2024. I'm Johnny Gomez.
And I'm Nick Diamond.
And he'll allow it.
That's not us?
All right, no, I'm sorry. I'm good old JR. This is Jerry the King Lawler.
No, Caleb.
All right,
That's
okay.
Oh! Taz and Michael Cole?
What about Tanae and Don West? You gotta be kidding me, Mike!
No.
Well, fine then. I'm Caleb
I
Black.
enjoyed that more than I enjoyed Don West.
I mean, I enjoy that more than you guys, but...
Right.
Yeah.
I'm Caleb Black. This is
Okay.
Luke the Big Dog Williams, along with our in-studio producer, the Mighty Max Fury, our in-studio editor, Big Bad John. We've got our in-studio correspondent, Sweet Tea and Special K, a.k.a. the Professional. And we are here, returning after a week's hiatus, post-Royal Rumble,
Yeah, we post Royal
pre-NXT Vengeance Day. We've got a lot to talk about today.
Vengeance Day, of course, is tonight, live on pay-per-view.
That's right. We're gonna be
Well,
watching.
on the network, Peacock, wherever it is. Be sure to check it out. It's going to be a whole lot of fun.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Luke, how was your week? Tell me about it.
Crappy.
I'm sorry.
My week's been crappy. Just took it all. just, crappy.
This is
Been
why we
crappy.
can't have nice things.
Like the fish, but different.
That's crappie, but all right.
Well, crappy.
Max, please
It's been
please
a-
save
it's been a really
this
shitty
opening,
week.
save this intro. How was your Sunday? How was your week?
My Sunday's good.
Good.
I was, I spent the week binging a couple movies.
Oh yeah, what'd you watch?
Human Centipede.
I chose to watch The Never-Ending Story and The Never-Ending Story Part 2.
That second one really was pretty shitty compared to the first one.
I fucking hate it here.
No, you don't.
There's so many layers
It
to
took
this
me all
joke.
week
Yeah,
to
there
get
is.
through both movies.
Just real shitty layers.
There's 7 layers usually before we have one of those.
Big Bad John, for the love of God.
Just say poop.
How's your Sunday?
Sunday's going pretty good.
Good.
See,
Ladies,
not crappy at all.
Sweet Tea, Special K, shut up, Luke. How's your week been?
Damn, my forehead
Kinda-
is shiny
kinda
as
shitty.
shit. I'm just glistening over here.
I would like to go ahead and say that anything said on today's episode, not by me, is neither the responsibility nor the views of this entire program.
Just me.
Just him in all his glory. Well,
There is a lot of shit to get to this week, though.
Literally.
And,
lot of shit to get through.
and figuratively. But why don't you talk? How, you know what? How was your Sunday?
How was your week?
well, I think you're all full of shit. Derek says, hello, happy Sunday, everybody. My apologies in advance for the name change. Getting my YouTube channel back up and running. Hell yeah. Hey, y'all, if you don't subscribe to Derek's channel, go subscribe. Do it.
I want to do it when we get off this show.
That's right, you are. Yeah, no, my Sunday's great. My week has not been great. Post-Royal Rumble, but I'm sure that we're all waiting with bated breath to see how I feel about that. So let's get
We're going to make them wait just a little bit.
Yeah, let's get right into it, kids.
Hang on. Before we do that, I would like to say that while it was the Royal Rumble weekend, it was also my birthday.
It was your
Was.
birthday.
And I had a fantastic birthday weekend, specifically because of our giant crew here. Everybody was great with that. And we're going to discuss what we did for my birthday.
We are gonna
A
discuss
little
it.
bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was fun. I had a good time. We saw
I said later on.
Blood Money Brian Richards says, my weekend's a lot better than Vince's.
Oh, for
Why don't you, well, we have Maximus break us down here.
Oh, you want me to do it?
Or Caleb can.
No.
One moment. We're disconnected.
Uh-oh.
Let's catch
Oh,
up.
no!
Okay. We're disconnected?
Alright, we're not disconnected anymore.
Okay, we're still...
What did we start out with? The Women's Royal Rumble?
Yes, we did.
Is that correct?
Yes, we did.
Um,
Proud of myself.
we all had, I believe, shitty picks on, except for, no, I'm sorry, we all picked Bailey on that, didn't
Yes,
we?
we did.
Indeed, we did.
Our numbers sucked.
And
But
yeah, it was like numbers.
we bounced
that
around so
sucked
many
horribly.
top names with
Yes, we
numbers
did.
we didn't get.
Next
Next year we should do it to try to strategize to get the best outcome instead of fucking each other.
One would
Yeah.
think.
All right.
We all got
Fair.
we all got
Metaphorically
support for that.
speaking.
Right.
Nothing more to add.
No, we all chose Bailey. Bailey won.
It was the right decision. Ending was really good. Liv Morgan come back. That trash bag human being made her debut.
Hey, Jordan Grace looked great. I don't give a shit about your personal feelings. She looked phenomenal in that run.
Yeah, she kept all of her parts put away. No, she did a great job. Mutual respect thing, she did great.
Yeah.
It's exactly what TNA needed for this exposure,
Yeah.
for the rebrand.
We didn't have any major
Naomi also signed it now. They're having Trinity's farewell match they just had, or have coming up this week, where it's her and Jordan Grace versus two of the women on Impact on TNA.
Yeah.
So, it was a working relationship. I hope that we get more of those. I think Money in the Bank would be interesting. If you were
Major
to-
echo with audio, we're being told.
Really?
Yeah, it says major echo with audio.
We were told that last.
We were told that last week too.
Oh.
All right, well, we got the sound guy on it. Mr. Johnny's got his headset on. Anytime. All right. So what was next?
After that, I believe we had the U.S. title match. Is that correct? Logan Paul and Kevin
No,
Owens?
after that we had the Fatal 4-Way for the world title.
Yes.
Oh, was that first?
Yeah. The
Okay.
Universal title,
The
sorry.
Universal title. Yes.
Well, then we had that.
Yeah.
Roman Reigns versus Randy Orton, AJ Styles, LA Knight. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
And of course, our tribal chief came out on
Retained.
top of that.
Yep.
We were all unanimous on that.
I would like to say that I used my save even though it didn't matter, so I got my save back.
And that
Same
I
here.
think was the only 2 points earned
Yes.
by anybody.
Out of the 4 that was up for grabs, we got 2.
So is anybody surprised by the
No.
outcome of either Royal Rumble?
Well, have we talked about Logan Paul and Kevin Owens yet?
No, not yet. I said the Royal Rumble. The men's and women's.
Oh, well, no, I know it's, but the men's rumble happened last. I think we should talk about that last.
Well, that was last? I thought it was second.
No, it was
No,
last.
that's
First was women's rumble.
Okay.
Second was the Universal
I
title
didn't
match.
have it written down
Yeah.
in order,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I
Third
I
was
got,
the U.S.
got
title
it
match, and then we got
Owens,
Logan
Paul
Paul and Kevin Owens did everything I wanted them to do.
Yeah.
That's
Great
what I
fucking
meant. I'm
match.
sorry.
The referee catching the brass knucks at the end is something that we always scream, "Look at his hand," and they never do.
Yeah.
It perfectly played, made Logan Paul look like $1 billion.
Yeah.
And made Kevin Owens look like the just superstar that he is.
Yeah, he looked great.
There's really, I hope they don't cap it yet, but I believe that they are, and I believe that Grayson Waller is going to be Logan Paul's next opponent when we come to Elimination Chamber, because obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't hate it.
But they will announce that, of course, Friday night on SmackDown, who is the
Number 1 contender for the U.S. title.
yeah. So who's the next guy in line? So, I mean, all in all, I think it was, and I said beforehand, the sleeper hit of the entire night.
Yeah.
And again, that was a unanimous pick. Logan Paul.
Too soon to take the belt off of him.
Agreed.
Right, that's a Mania match, and that's Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
As much as I hate to say it, that I really want
No,
to
I
see
think
that
Logan
match.
Paul and Bad Bunny is going to be a great match.
It'll be sick.
Yeah. Yanni says the audio's fixed. Thank you, Big Bad John.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Logan Paul did a great job again. Once again, the guy just doesn't not deliver.
I'm having a hard time looking for reasons not to like this guy.
Yeah.
I really am.
Again,
He's really putting the work in.
From the celebrity world, he jumped in with both feet, and the guy doesn't stop putting on good matches.
No.
You can't say he's a bad wrestler, no matter how you slice it.
Yeah, 100% agree. I think Logan Paul signing the extension and now talking about wanting to be a full-time on the road. Why make it a hobby anymore, he said.
Yeah.
I really enjoy what I'm doing, and I fit. And he does fit. And
He
here's
does.
the deal. If he ever decides to leave the WWE, any wrestling promotion in the world, he can make money at for being as good as he is.
He could go on the Indies and make money.
Yeah.
Right now, he could go on the Indies and start tearing it up like Cardona, like Ziggler, like Mustafa Ali.
Like Cody,
Yeah, I mean,
Drew
he
McIntyre.
could carve his own path right now.
Yeah.
And he would be just fine.
And
in
here's the,
wrestling.
like I said, it's hard. It's really getting hard for me to find reasons not to like him.
Yeah.
So I quit looking.
We all chose Logan Paul in that match, did we not, Max?
Yes, sir.
Yes, we did.
Another unanimous call? All right.
And then.
What do you guys want to talk about?
I don't know. What we want to talk about is coming up later. But go ahead. Go ahead and have your few minutes. Go ahead.
No. Let's talk about the match first.
Well, no legends used in either Royal Rumble.
Everyone who entered was a viable competitor.
Yes, a couple NXT call-ups. Of course, Braun Breaker. killing it.
Star of the show.
There was Carmelo was in it as well.
Yep.
Eliminations were crazy good. Everything was timed
We didn't
perfectly.
get the attempt at the Kofi save this year because Kofi said he was done.
Yeah. We come down to a final four of Drew McIntyre,
Gunther,
CM Punk, and Cody Rhodes, which we all called was going to be one of those things. We all went for CM Punk.
Yeah.
But if you go ahead and hit me with the next one, Big Bad John. As we all know, in main level storylines or anything like that, I'm going to start calling him Mr. Glass, CM Punk, Pepsi Glass, got injured. Surprise, surprise.
Who's surprised? Raise your hands. Didn't think so.
Punk, put your hand down.
Well, you can't raise it.
No, the winner, of course, eventually into the Royal Rumble was Cody Rhodes, winning for the first time back-to-back Royal Rumble since 1997. 1998. Insane. Good finish. Strong Royal Rumble match. Probably the best Royal Rumble pay-per-view.
Since Shinsuke won.
Yeah, it's head and shoulders above the rest. Congratulations to Cody Rhodes. The one time that you don't go for Cody Rhodes, he wins.
The one time I put my sensibilities as a fan aside and think they're going to do something else, Cody wins back-to-back Rumbles, and I'm so ashamed of myself.
So, Cody Rhodes wins the Royal Rumble, climbs to the middle rope, does the too sweet, does the gun for Kenny Omega, shoots it at the sign, fireworks go off, and he points at Roman, and everything is good. In the world of professional wrestling, Cody's going to finally get to finish his story. Aren't you happy, Caleb? Aren't you happy that he gets to finish his story, Caleb? Do we need to get that in audio? Can we get an audio book of this story? Because I'm confused. But no. That comes later. Put him back on. That comes later. Hit us with the next one, Big Bad Joe.
There's also a movie.
Yeah. Unbreakable. So, where do we sit after the Royal Rumble?
Well, that means we all scored 3 points. That puts us at 60. You in the lead, Luke. I'm in second with 59. Johnny and Caleb are tied with 56.
Still anybody's game. I see it in his eyes already. Oh, I know. I'm making him wait. Tonight, 7 o'clock on the Peacock, Vengeance Day from NXT, the last NXT pay-per-view until Stand and Deliver WrestleMania weekend, which does not count in our points, so this is the last NXT pay-per-view of the points race. We only have 2 more. This and Elimination Chamber, and
to determine the season winner.
Determine
the season winner, and then WrestleMania. Because we haven't explained that before. WrestleMania is its own thing. Our season only runs from the pay-per-view after WrestleMania until the last pay-per-view before WrestleMania.
Yes.
And then we have
an
a
entire
completely
year
different thing for WrestleMania.
Of pay-per-views.
Yeah.
Yes.
For the points race.
Mania is the start.
Yeah.
And is the beginning, so Elimination Chamber by default
We'll determine.
is the end.
I can see the fury building in KB. It's quite entertaining.
So, Vengeance
Hold on
Day.
to your hats.
It is for us too, don't worry.
Hit us with the matches. Max, hit us from the bottom up.
Okay, and no, I don't know what order the thing's going to be.
I don't either, just from the bottom of your page.
Well, I'm going to go from the top of my page.
Well, all right, then you go from the top of your page.
Oh,
So
right.
will we, Wolfie.
For no DQ, we have Joe Gacy versus Dijak.
This is going to be interesting.
And
this
we
is
have
going to be cute.
we are all unanimous on Joe Gacy.
Of course, all going Joe Gacy because obviously he's the best thing that NXT's got, if you ask me. The motherfucker's crazy. Everybody's leaving.
Yeah. Everyone's getting called out?
And also, Raw's getting the shit end of the deal.
No, I don't think we are.
SmackDown has signed so many new talents from NXT, and Raw ain't got nobody.
Just wait.
I'm
till
waiting
after
for the
tonight.
draft. I'm
Yeah.
waiting for the draft.
Wait till after tonight, after Mania.
Anyway, yes, Joe Gacy, round the clock.
Yeah, Joe
I
Gacy
really
all day.
enjoy
And
his
then
gimmick.
then
He
we
reminds me of
have
Bray.
Yeah.
then we have a mixed 6-man.
It does remind me of Marty the Moth.
Yeah, she called that the other night, too. She's like, oh, just like Marty the Moth.
We have
You did that wrong, sir.
There it is.
we have a 6-man six person
Mixed tag.
mixed tag with the family versus OTM Out the Mud.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That would be the team
I don't even know.
Electra Lopez and the two guys that are with, was it Scruggs?
Yeah.
Scruggs?
Really interesting group.
He used to be Sasha Banks, Reggie.
Yeah,
He used to be
Reggie.
Scripps.
Yeah,
Scripps
we
is
have
his name.
decided unanimously on the family.
Well, yeah, I'm not going with Scripps. Sorry. I don't like GTA, so.
And then we have one that I'm really looking forward to, the Dusty Classic.
Hold on
We-
just a second, Max. What did Derek say there?
Crazy Joe Gacy's really got me more interested in that match. And then Brian says, fucking Joe Gacy. That guy came a long way. Good for him. Yeah, a lot of Joe Gacy.
A lot of love
fans
for
in
Joe
the house.
Gacy, yes. I absolutely love Joe Gacy.
So do I.
Anyways, go ahead, the Dusty Classic.
Yes, I'm really looking forward to this matchup.
This is gonna be good.
It's, Trick Mello versus
Probably
we are
after
unanimous with Wolf Dog.
after the Wolf Dogs win, I believe that's when the turn will take place.
Yeah.
It'll get Trick Williams the sympathy from the crowd for when he comes back, and of course, the main event,
Max,
I think, will win.
keep telling the people I gotta pee.
Look at you. He's got the bladder of a 12-year-old.
Shut up.
Terrible.
All right, what do we got? What do we got next?
All right. We have three left, I think.
All right.
All right. Then we have for the North American title. We'll have defending is Obafemi
Obafemi.
versus Dragon Lee.
First defense for
Finally giving
Obafemi.
Dragon Lee his defense.
Yeah,
Or
his rematch.
His rematch, rather.
It's going to be the first time he's defended the title. It's always said it's easy to win the title. It's hard to keep the title. He has a target on his back, a rather large target on that large back.
Yeah.
I think we all went unanimously with Obafemi.
Yes, we did.
To retain. And still. Hashtag. But I want you to do it that way, not hashtag and still then the
That's
hashtag.
right. That's right.
I don't know if it really works that way, but we're going to try it. If your computer blows up, blame Caleb.
And then
Next time I'm on, we should all eat mushrooms and do an episode together. Well, I'm not doing that.
I'm down.
You can, we'll commentate.
You buying? You buying?
That's a way to get demonetized.
Then we have for the NXT Women's title is Lyra Valkyria retaining or defending against Roxanne Perez. We all
I'm gonna
have
stop you. I'm
unanimously
gonna stop
picked
you.
her
I'm
to
gonna stop
retain.
you right there. I love the NXT Women's Division. It is one of my favorite women's divisions in all of professional wrestling.
Mhm.
I couldn't give a hot shit about this match. I
Not-
don't buy
not a whole
Roxanne.
lot.
I don't buy Roxy as a
Competitor.
viable contender. Even though she won the triple threat, it's the same shit, different story. I do like Roxy, don't get me wrong.
Right.
But why? Make it make sense to me. She won.
Catch up.
Are we still live
no.
on there? No.
What happened?
No, mine's frozen.
We're froze.
We'll give it a second. Okay.
I froze.
Yeah, we'll come back.
It does this from time to time.
There you are.
All right, we're back. All right, main event time.
Take two. NXT title. Ilja Dragunov defends
Gets
against
closer
Trick
every week.
Williams.
Gets closer every week.
Ilya Dragunov,
He's so
That's what I
close.
fucking
He's
said.
close. So
defends
close.
the
Every week
NXT
he's
World
so
He
title
had a stroke.
Against who?
Trick Williams.
What? Uh-huh. I like it.
What that
Yeah.
trick?
It's trick, man.
That trick.
It's trick, man. And you know what? I'm so upset that Booker T won't be there tonight.
Right? Luke, John, and myself have gone with Trick Williams, with Luke and myself using one of our 2 remaining saves.
That's right.
And Caleb is
Just in case I'm
alone
wrong.
on Ilya Dragunov.
I'm sticking with Ilya, baby. Sticking with him. He's
Do
my
you still
guy.
have a save?
I do. I'm not using the.
I honestly think that Ilya is going to pull it off. That's why I used my
Yeah.
save.
Not putting the save out there for that, baby. I'm saving that.
I
for
used
the
my
next
save because I know I'm going to get it back.
Yeah, but I got one more save.
Oh,
Lose
yeah,
on
man.
the chamber. Ah!
No, that's
Just
fair.
in case I lose that
That's
one,
it.
but I'm
You
still
see
going
that?
to get it back.
What, you see what Derek wrote?
Oh
That
yeah,
means,
man.
that means we're best friends now.
That's right.
We get to go to the garage and practice nunchuck
Play
karate
karate.
skills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, there we have it. Points are laid out for NXT Vengeance Day tonight. We've
It's going to
got,
be a great show.
we've got one pay-per-view left after this to determine the Season 4 winner.
Who is sitting in the lead? Again, what's the points, Max? Did I cross 60 yet?
60, 59, tied at 56.
This was my worst season.
You're in the lead. And
I
I'm
would
in
just
second.
like to thank you for holding my belt for me. My
Good
championship. I'm
That's
glad.
all right.
I hope you didn't ruin my fit.
Just wait till we get everybody the new rules in the next season. Motherfucker.
Oh, well, we getting the girls in next season. It's going to be a whole different ball game.
More people, more shows.
We might run occasional tag team pay-per-views
I'm down.
where we all
Put
pair
some
off
points-
since there's
put
a...
some
I'm down.
points online.
Yeah,
I'll
I
put
think
some
that
online.
would be fun. But anyway, there is your picks for the last NXT pay-per-view of the runnings.
Here we go.
Unless for some reason somebody throws one in, I don't know.
Yeah.
Hit us with the next one, Big Bad John. How did that get in there?
What's that say, Luke?
Well, that's that Chief of the Nutsack Indians. I don't know how he got him
Chief
this
of the
week.
Nutsacks?
I don't know how he got him this week again. Big Bad John, are people sending you pictures or something, bro?
Hold on. Chief of the Nutsacks.
Yeah, he's a Nutsack Indian.
Kind
Is
of got the
Max
same,
He
got
got
the
it.
same jawline.
I mean, the nose is kind of
How'd
correct.
you get a picture of my great-great-grandson?
I love Max. God damn it. Rolling with the punches.
Real Native American group known as the
The
Nutsack Indians.
Nutsacks. Yeah. Thank you.
All right, hit us with the next one. Nutsack, same thing. Tomato, tomato. All right, Roman Reigns is at 999 wins of all time. 1,000th win would be at WrestleMania. This is both televised and non-televised events. All matches encountered, he has 999 victories.
Good for him.
I wonder if Cody's going to steal that 1,000th one from him. You know, he won the Royal Rumble. And he pointed at Roman, so I know they're going to finish their story, right? That's how this works, right? Is that how this works? Save it. Save it. Save it. You're welcome, Derek. Oh, you know what? Use that frustration. Tell the people where they can find us.
No! You can find us at fuckoff.com/.org. You can find us over on Facebook at facebook.com/ProWrestlingThrowdown. You can follow us on X at ProWrestlingTD. You can send us an email at ProWrestlingThrowdown@gmail.com. You can follow us on TikTok at ProWrestlingThrowdown1. You can also check out streamlabs.com/ProWrestlingThrowdown or the official Pro Wrestling Throwdown website, ProWrestlingThrowdown.com. And you can access the
Merch store!
yeah, and over at the
Merch store!
yeah, you can buy
Buy
it.
our merch.
Buy it. Buy all of it. Coming soon, a very special T-shirt about how I feel about this year's WrestleMania.
Also coming soon, we will start new contests,
Yep.
new ways for you to join, including members of a street team. We'll get more
Yeah.
details on that next week, but enjoy the merch, support entertainment, support indie
Entertainment,
wrestling,
I like that.
support what you can, not as sponsors, all that good stuff, but you can be. Please, feel free to donate, or you can always buy a t-shirt,
Yeah, check it out.
mug, keychain with stickers. We
Got all kinds of stuff out there.
Hit us with the next one, Big Man John. This is news. The Rock. I wonder what he's doing back. I wonder. No. Cody and Roman's the main
Keep it up,
event.
prick.
We
Keep
talked
it
about
up.
this once before. The Rock, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, or as big people know.
Samoan?
Yeah, it's a.
feel they should handle the Cody Rock situation.
We'll get to that.
Also,
Don't worry about it.
what about the Vince bullshit?
Well, we'll get to that too.
Shut up, John.
It's a shitty week for Vince McMahon.
Very shitty
The
week.
Rock. Here's the deal. The Rock comes back. He joins the TKO board of directors. He now has full ownership of the name and trademark of The Rock now.
Well, and it's good for the business. He's a multimedia mogul. Tremendous amount of business influence. He's an international name. He also understands the business, and that's something that, like, later conversations are later conversations, but he's a business-minded, affluent individual who understands how the wrestling business works and therefore can give his input at a corporate level.
Basically,
Okay, so what you're saying is he's back to host WrestleMania. I get it. That makes sense.
He's a wrestler among the board members who are all a bunch of paper pushers.
Exactly, yeah.
yeah.
Well, but to that end, so TKO doesn't have any members of the UFC other than Dana White on their board. Conor McGregor doesn't sit on the board of directors who could influence the UFC, right? The Rock, an intimate understanding of entertainment, intimate understanding of business, intimate understanding of wrestling. They really couldn't pick a better representative for the board if you wanted a wrestler's perspective. Number one being, no one's made more money with a WWE name than The Rock has. That's an argument.
Saying that, Caleb, do you know? And I legit don't know.
The Muffin Man?
Did the Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man!
We love you too, Brian, and we are extremely proud.
Love you,
Did The
Bill.
Rock reach out to TKO, or was it the other way around?
Hold on one second. KB, me versus Merc for the fight belt, March 28, 2024. I hope I made you proud.
Fuck yeah, boo.
Love you, dog. Buddy, I'm going to save that, and I hope you watch the whole episode till the end of it. Just for that.
Yep.
Watch this whole episode. What were you saying, Max?
We were talking about The Rock joining.
Yeah.
Did he reach out to TKO, or did TKO reach out to him?
Well, TKO reached out to him. He opened up the line of negotiation during the writers and actors strike.
Yes.
And seeing that also changes the perspective on things.
And
for those that think that he went in trying to,
Right. And keep this in mind, too. This is something that, this is a very minute piece of information. But The Rock is the current primary shareholder for the XFL.
Yeah.
Which is originally a WWE property.
Which is now joined forces with the USFL. So.
Right.
Yeah.
So with that being said, The Rock's business acumen just in the WWE also extends to their other businesses. QED, the WWE studio, to which Rock now will have influence as an actor. The XFL, an influence as an owner. Competitive marketing with the NFL. Again, if you were going to pick a wrestler, you could take The Undertaker and Stone Cold and make them trainers. You can make them spokespeople.
Yeah.
You can make them ambassadors.
Have him host WrestleMania.
You can't put them on the board of directors. They don't have the business acumen. The Rock does. So, TKO and The Rock joining TKO's board is really good for TKO's business.
Yeah,
I got you.
He
Ain't
can
going
host
nowhere.
WrestleMania.
Give me a reason to smoke a bowl and relax on Sunday. Got you, brother. Duke, hello, baby boy.
Hello, Duke. Hit us with the next one, Big Bad Joe. All right, I'm gonna let you have this one.
Hey, so the Micro Brawlers is a U.S. Discovery show that was picked up about the Micro Brawler Wrestling Organization, and over the weekend they got more views
Then Collision
did, which technically makes Micro Brawlers the number 3 wrestling promotion in the world.
Micro wrestlers.
Micro Wrestlers, sorry. Do we tell the people about it?
We will get into that
we'll
part
get into
later.
it more, but it
Wanted
is
to make sure.
specifically the Micro Wrestling Federation.
Yes, the Micro
Also,
Wrestling Federation.
little bit of news.
MWF.
Yeah.
Little bit of news. Hashtag MWF. After today's broadcast, I will Pro Wrestling Throwdown will present a match from Micro Wrestling
Federation
from Heron, Illinois, at the past show that they had at the Civic Center. I have one of the matches from beginning to end. I'm going to post. We're going to start doing a lot of this.
Yeah.
So if you have independent wrestling matches that you want someone to see or something like that, send them. Send them, and we'll post them with your permission.
Coaches.
You know what? I was
Agreed.
going to save this for later, but I got to go ahead and just do it now. If you're an indie wrestler,
Sure
You
was,
need-
Wolfie.
You need to get out there and support other indie companies.
Yeah, there wasn't very many wrestlers in the house.
I'm going to say,
We didn't see any other indie wrestlers.
when there are a number of local
Notably.
guys who could have benefited from the experience of watching how a show they're not participating in is put together.
So why,
Yes.
if you're an
Some of these
indie wrestler,
guys
why are
better
you
than
not
the
out
indies.
there
They
helping
really were.
to support and promote
No.
these other federations, even if they are micro?
Yeah.
And we're going to talk some more about it later. That's all I got to say for now.
Also,
That's fair.
if you know of any local indie shows close to us, let us know so we can go check them out.
If you know of any local indie promoters who want us to feature matches from their company, they should contact us.
That's what I'm saying.
If you know of any local indie wrestlers,
Why would they do that, Caleb? Do you
Because our
guys-
show's
do we,
fucking
do we
awesome.
do we do commentary?
we do. We've done that once or twice.
Please.
So if there are other independent wrestling shows that run in Southern Illinois, specifically, or independent wrestlers who have matches, maybe that they wrestled out of state, that want them on a YouTube channel, send us the video, Brian
And permission, of course.
and Bowl and all of you.
Permission for us for other reasons. But anyway, Micro Brawlers on top of things.
Yeah.
Micro Wrestling was great. We'll get into that here in a little bit.
Yep.
Number 3 this week
Yep.
in the ratings. That's pretty
Boy,
amazing.
that's got to chap Tony Khan's ass.
Also, the show's fantastic.
It was
It is.
super entertaining, but we're going to talk about all that here in a little bit.
But hit us with the next one, Big Man John. All right. Here we go. Everybody ready?
Best commentators in the business.
Thank you, Brian.
Thank
We
you, Brian.
appreciate
Thank
that,
you,
brother.
Brian.
Well, here we go. We waited long enough.
All right.
There's 2 main stories that are going to come out here that we're going to really put some in depth into. This is the first of said stories.
Cody Rhodes?
Not yet.
Not that. This is. I'm going to let you take over. You're better at words than I am.
Yeah.
But Vince McMahon.
So, for those of you who are aware, and obviously most of you are, Vince McMahon was indicted again on several charges, this time by Miss Gant, who basically the statute of limitations on her NDA ran up, and now she's talking very openly about her treatment.
Hold on. Before we get into this, trigger warning for anybody out there. We're going to
Yeah.
be talking about SA. We're going to be talking
Yeah.
about a lot of things. So.
Basically continue to alluding the sex allegations that came out 2 years ago against Vince McMahon, which launched the internal investigation by WWE, by TKO again, by the government, who had to, determine whether or not Vince was embezzling money. A lot of what has come out has been continuations of those stories, and they're, for lack of a better term, disgusting.
Yeah.
Basically, Vince McMahon paying women to put themselves into terribly vulnerable positions with the understanding that it was going to either further their careers or further their positions, including and not limited. Text exchanges were shown, email exchanges were shown. Corporate reports of finances have been discovered in just the last week about how much money and how many NDAs were signed. So Ms. Gant is not the first victim.
Not even in a long run.
There will be more that come. We know there was another female referee in 1995 who had to sign an NDA about sexual allegations.
Mike
C.
McGurk,
Money
had,
says-
McGurk had a problem.
C. Money says Vince was never the hero.
No.
I'm not going into specifics of as much of these reports. That is something that I think our channel can avoid doing because there's so many news outlets doing it. What I will say is that this specific situation, where the WWE has been making more money than they've ever made, there are more jobs secure in wrestling than there ever have been across the board.
Yep.
And right now the WWE is proving themselves to be an international conglomerate available in almost every single market, which isn't something they've ever done before. Allegations like this are not only crippling to the WWE, it's crippling to wrestling. And this is why. An at-home audience who knows nothing about wrestling will see this shit on CBS or NBC News, and they will automatically correlate, just like during the Benoit tragedy, they will automatically correlate what the WWE does with every other wrestling outlet. And if you're not familiar with the business, and you say, okay, I'm not going to watch the WWE because of that, is there another wrestling outlet? Yes, there are. There's AEW. Then you do research, and there are sex allegations from one of their top superstars. All right, we'll go to TNA. Then you've got sex allegations from years ago against one of their highest-ranking office officials. So in what universe can an independent wrestling show that is the financial... Because the number one name in pro wrestling is, and always has been, Vince McMahon. The territory dissolution aside, there were never more steroid scandals, never more drug scandals, never more sexual allegation scandals, nothing compared to what happens in that company, and what happens in that company reflects every other major company and trickles on down to us.
Yep.
Which is why it's important to remember that on the independent level, yes, y'all, let's not bullshit a bullshitter. Drugs happen in wrestling. Booze happens in wrestling. Sexual misconduct shouldn't happen in wrestling. And we're not talking about, hey, look, what happens on the road stays on the road. You got a couple boys who got an old lady at home and they decide to get a little side snooch. That's their business, provided it's all consensual, because that's just the way it is, right? That's not
It's no different from any other
endorsing
traveling
It's not me endorsing it. I'm just saying that's what happens. When it comes to allegations and shit like this, it makes the business look bad. Bad enough that every year another wrestler dies of a drug overdose. It's bad enough that every year there's another corporate liaison in any major company, including federal indictment for contract tampering, all that shit. Then you get to shit like this, and you still have guys on the indies who are fucking poking, prodding, and doing shit they shouldn't be doing. How in the world can we convince the world that's not okay when the billionaire who sits on the top ranks it across the board for everybody and then forces other people to participate? And I'm not saying, for instance, John Laurinaitis' lawyer steps up and says, yes, all of these things happen, but John Laurinaitis was also forced into this situation by threat of losing his job, his position, his livelihood. So that is play ball or don't. Play ball or go broke.
Yeah.
That's still exploitation. That's still sex trafficking. That's still manipulating your power, your authority, your influence. And again, it's hilarious to me that a company that purports to be family friendly for the last 15 years, so much that they were able legally to allow Vince McMahon's wife to run for senator on that platform, got completely demonetized by all of their sponsors because of this one man's behavior.
So what happened?
What happened? Vince McMahon, propositioning, by the way, of a major sponsor. The only thing that it took was a major sponsor saying they're stepping out of the Royal Rumble.
I would like to say that we both mentioned that the last time this stuff dropped, that's what it would take. It would take
money.
An advertiser.
Money is what happened. Slim Jim dipped out of the Royal Rumble, and an hour later, McMahon resigned from the TKO board. An hour after that, Slim Jim came back in. It's nonsense.
So what you're saying is he is no longer on the board?
He's no longer on the board of TKO, which means that post-Royal Rumble, every Raw, every SmackDown, every fucking WWE tweet that went out on their Twitter account is all without the influence of Vince McMahon for the first time in 40 years.
All right, we're going to take a breather from the deepness for a second. I actually heard that they hired somebody else to the board of directors.
Yeah.
Did you hear about this?
No.
Hit me with the next one, John. TKO appoints Mr. Connecticut to board of directors. I don't know if you can see it.
But that's Dusty Rhodes under the hood.
It's 100% Hulk Hogan.
Jesus Christ.
It's 100% Hulk Hogan.
Thank you for derailing that macabre with that picture.
Well, this story isn't over yet, and I thought we could use some levity.
And here's what's
kind of take a breather.
Again, we will obviously continue to report this story as more details come available, and there are going to be a lot more. There are going to be more names indicted, wrestlers more than likely, board members more than likely, participants, you name it, more names are going to come out. So be prepared. We will cover it to the best of our ability to make it dignified and to make it something worth reporting that isn't just garbage clickbait. But that's our current situation. Max, you had a correction to make?
I was going to correct you. It was, you said post-Royal Rumble. It's actually post-SmackDown. Everything came out
Friday night before Saturday
morning.
You're right. So post last week's SmackDown, we are living in a completely Vince McMahon-free world.
For the first time ever.
Yeah.
McMahon.
Which, honestly, should be a story that we can cover with altruism, if not for all of this.
Hunter is still the director of creative, and Shawn Michaels
still runs NXT.
Yeah.
For now.
For now.
We don't know.
We don't know. Yeah, it all depends on how these shows go.
Yep.
No one's... here's the deal. There's a lot of blame going in the wrong spots.
Yeah.
There really is. Here's the thing. You can't punish the entire company
For the actions of
a boss.
Yeah.
Who some of the wrestlers on the roster, I'm sure, had to have known that something was going on. But not all of them, because not all of them are privy enough to that information.
Even then, you're asking people whose livelihoods depend on their support and their loyalty to the company to keep their mouth shut. And that has to be something, yes, I would love for us to live in a world where every conscientious objector was able to step up and say something, but on the other end of that, and this is the important part, motherfuckers got bills to pay. Some guys scratched and clawed their whole lives.
I believe it was one of the, not my chickens, not my farm? Like,
yeah,
you want to keep to yourself, you want to do your job, you
and yes, Eric Young is a perfect example of somebody who said absolutely not, right, and left.
Yeah.
Eric Young also had a guaranteed job going back to TNA. That can't be said for every major... Yes, Roman Reigns could conscientiously eject and go to Hollywood. Seth Rollins could do the same. A lot of top guys could. You think that Carmelo Hayes, outside of going back to the Indies, could stand up and say, I don't want to work here?
Yeah.
So,
well, not just that, but I mean, look at the the younger guys, Dominic Mysterio.
Yeah.
NXT, you've got all these young up-and-coming, the guys that have just started being up-and-comers, getting a shot at the main roster quicker than has ever been in NXT. We're moving people up at a rate that we haven't seen in a while. We haven't seen 5, 6 NXT call-ups just be like, oh, by the way, we're signing this contract to SmackDown.
Right.
Oh, by the way, we're coming to Raw. They never made that. It was after WrestleMania, the Monday after, and the SmackDown after usually is when you had your call-ups.
Yeah.
We're doing it 2 to almost 3 months shy of where it should be done.
Yep.
What's going to take place after Mania is what the main question is, because if we're getting all of these now, what are we getting the Monday after? What are we getting the Friday after, the Tuesday after?
Right. And again,
I think
how many people had to lose their job because of
who's excited for
maybe
this
if I can lighten everything up just a little bit.
Yeah.
I think my overall point from all of that is that, are you saying that you'd be willing to let somebody shit on you for the right amount of money?
Me personally, for the right amount of money, yeah.
All day.
Buddy, I'm poor. I'm old poor. Like, yeah, I'm no problem here.
I'll fix your sink.
Yeah.
Tape up gutters, whatever it takes. Hit me with the next one. We're going to get back into some heaviness. Brock Lesnar was also in these creative plans up until the Royal Rumble. Go ahead, Caleb. Explain
the tweet
that.
exchange that came out about a certain superstar that WWE was trying to broker a deal with, returning from the UFC, was also involved with the woman in question, and his interest in her. Some video exchanges, some text exchanges. There was never any physical contact, and it pretty much died off after that.
I didn't even read everything, but I wish I could.
They have
half of what I
removed.
did.
I have seen the court document.
Yeah.
Was sent to me, and there's a
Big Bad. John Wagner. We will get to that here in 1 second, buddy. Trust me, it's coming. I promise.
Brock Lesnar has been removed from every WWE video game.
Yep.
Supercard will be removed from the WrestleMania 40 years edition of. Has been removed from the game, the new 2K
Now,
game.
there is something about this, and it's not my playing devil's advocate on behalf of what transpired, but the text exchanges and the report is that Brock expressed his interest in the girl, and Vince McMahon was the one who facilitated their communication. Vince also could have said no, and Vince using that to allow, to basically cement Brock's contract signing is still, unless Brock said specifically, I'm not going to sign unless X happens, which we don't know happened.
Right.
Vince McMahon is still responsible for this. All we know for a fact is that Brock and this woman texted. She showed a video of her performing an act. Brock called her a bitch, and that was the end of their communication.
Yeah,
That's it.
Caleb, in that regard, it's no difference than college giving gifts to someone.
Now that I agree with completely.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that of all these allegations, Brock had no physical contact. He was still a
It's
participant.
messed up.
Still a
It's wrong
participant.
either way.
But because of this, Brock has now tarnished his legacy with wrestling and has been removed from the WWE media
Vince
space.
McMahon has gotten the Benoit.
Which,
He has.
again, well deserved. If your linchpin
Yes.
on getting more money was exploiting a person, go fuck yourself.
Yeah. Hit us with the next one, John. This is a story about the tag team titles. After Elimination Chamber, apparently they're talking about splitting up the tag titles to 2 separate sets of tag titles and having the tournament finals on night 1 and night 2 of WrestleMania.
Yeah.
I'm not really great with this. I understand the concept of having them. I would prefer one set of tag titles.
Unify them all. Unify the women's, unify the men's, unify the tags. One set of championships across the board, please, for the love of God. There are too many belts in wrestling. Also, the WWE, and go with me on this, while having the most access to wrestlers, still doesn't have a strong tag team division.
You would have filled that. Read the lawsuit. Brock didn't do
Read
the
the
damn
lawsuit.
thing. Yeah.
See, we did, and again, had you listened to anything I just said, that's what I said. There were text messages exchanged, facilitated by McMahon, but Brock is still complicit in the behavior.
Yeah.
And that's what we just covered, all that. So I just wanted to.
I think they were agreeing with you.
Yeah.
That they read the lawsuit. Brock didn't do anything.
Either way, with the tag titles again, we've got 2 sets of women's tag titles, 2 sets of world tag titles, 3 sets of world tag titles, 3 world titles, 3 secondary titles. Fucking, it's pro wrestling. Money happens in wrestling when there's one belt that everybody wants to get a hold of. There's one set of belts that all the tag teams want to get a hold of. There's one women's belt that all the women want to get a hold of. Too many belts. Fuck that. Unify it all. Start fresh. And make the world title important again. Because then we wouldn't need 2 separate main events to facilitate 2 major matches that are going to happen. You get the one. You get your main event.
The Cody and Roman match. I know what you're talking about. Hit us with the next one, Big Bad John.
You're really...
Oh, wait a minute. Where did The Rock come from? Is that The Rock and Roman Reigns in the ring together? Is The Rock going to be the special guest ref? It's going to be Cody versus Roman Reigns with The Rock as the special guest ref, right? That makes sense.
No, Luther.
He's going to host, and then he's going to be the referee.
No, Luther. That's not what's going to happen.
But they're in the ring together, and Cody won the Rumble.
He did.
And obviously pointed right at Roman Reigns.
He very much did.
So, how does Cody feel about that? Did he have a fight in the thing? Or did he just give it to The Rock? Did he give it to The Rock?
He did it.
Is there just one royal family in professional wrestling? And I'm pretty sure it don't have roads at the end of it. So, what's the main event? And so we're going to get Cody versus The Rock versus Roman Reigns. Triple threat.
Not unless you add a Noe in front of Road.
Come on, man. It's going to be a triple threat, obviously.
No.
No?
Oh, that's not.
So he's going to host, he's going to referee, and then what? Then he's going to come out on Monday night and challenge John Cena for next year's WrestleMania?
I heard that he's going to come out dressed as Falcor.
Oh, you know what? I read a story like that once. I never finished it, though.
I saw the movie, or at least the first part of it, anyway.
Well, the second part was real shitty.
Don't you love them?
So explain this to me. Because I obviously don't understand. What's going on in this picture, Caleb? Why don't you explain it to the people? You remember that? Hey, Derek. Hey, I'm sure you're still here. Buckle in, buddy. This is for you. So, The Rock, Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns. Right? Triple threat. Like it would make sense. Cody called his shot already. He already picked Roman. He wouldn't back out, would he? He wouldn't give that title shot to somebody else, would he?
He never actually said who he was going to pick. He hasn't actually said.
Well, yeah, he did. He did in the press conference. He said, I pointed right at him.
I heard that he will be dressed as
But that
Falcor,
he
too.
still didn't say it. He has to say the full sentence for it to be true.
Max, Derek Wrestling Toys says, I heard that he will be dressed as Falcor too. So, alright. The stage is yours. What am I looking at here?
You're looking at The Rock and Roman Reigns facing off because the penned main event for the Universal title, the undefeated Roman Reigns, will, instead of wrestling the Royal Rumble winner Cody Rhodes for the second time in a
Elimination Chamber.
will wrestle at WrestleMania in the main event of WrestleMania 40
But-
Night 2.
But The Rock didn't win the Royal Rumble.
No, he didn't.
What? But he didn't wrestle anybody.
No, he didn't.
But
He doesn't need to. He's the Rock.
but make it make sense to me, Caleb.
Well, you know what makes sense, Luke?
What's that?
Is that The Rock is on the TKO board.
Yeah, he is.
And The Rock, functionally, is now a member of the creative team. And The Rock, having given so many misslips with the failure that was his attempt to overrule the DC universe, with the shoddy ratings, with the last series of his films, not including the Fast movies, except for the last one where they went to fucking space, now The
He
Rock
wasn't in that one,
has
though.
decided to reseat himself. Yes, he was in the end.
No.
Oh, yeah, he
I
was at the
disagree
end.
with where you're going.
He was
Now
at
The
end.
Rock
I got you.
has used his political
Spoiler
influence
alert.
and his
That's not
relationship
what
with
happened.
TKO
Uh-huh.
to maneuver a match that, agreeably, many
That
fans have discussed seeing. Many fans across the board have dreamt about the day that The Rock would come to meet Roman Reigns for the head of the table. That's a fact.
Yeah.
That's an irrefutable fact. Here's what happened, Luke. Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare,
Uh-huh.
the grandson of a plumber, and
The
I don't
dude who
know.
won back-to-back
Now,
Royal
I
Rumbles.
don't know if you know this, is also the son of Dusty Rhodes, the American
Did
Dream.
not know that. I always heard
He's
he
never
was
mentioned it.
I always heard he was the son of Dusty Streets.
Cody Rhodes
Dirty Roads.
leaves AEW, the company he started, the company he built from the ground up
From where?
as the top star.
It makes him a quit.
Leaves AEW, returns to the WWE WrestleMania 2 years ago
What a
in
quit.
an incredible match with Seth Rollins.
Yeah, it really was. I wonder if we'll get to see that at WrestleMania.
Went on to wrestle Seth Rollins 3 times that year. Won every single one. And in fact, the entire year, Cody Rhodes, on paper, has not only wrestled more matches than anyone else, has won more matches than anyone else, including 2 back-to-back Royal Rumbles. The only match in his tenure that he has lost, singles matches that he has lost by pinfall, was last year's WrestleMania against Roman Reigns for the Universal title. And then, Philip Pepsi Brooks gets fired, not once, but twice, from another company. Returns at Survivor Series, already implementing a massive shakeup in creative plans. Already happened, Max. We saw it. It was there.
Yeah, it was there.
And then, we get to the Royal Rumble. Philip Pepsi Brooks makes his debut with the people.
With the people?
With the people. Live on PLE. Comes
What is that? What is
down,
that for us old folks?
Ah,
You
baby,
need a
ah.
tissue to clean your glasses.
No, I'm good. Keep going.
comes
On there.
down in the Royal Rumble match to 4 men.
4.
4 of them.
Of the top.
Drew McIntyre,
Big time name.
Gunther,
Greatest
current
Intercontinental
reigning
Champion.
and defending greatest Intercontinental Champion in history.
Yep.
Cody Rhodes, again, since returning to the WWE, has only lost 1 match.
1 match.
And Philip Pepsi Brooks, who at the time has only wrestled 1 match
Yeah, but-
against Dominic Mysterio in
got
Madison
hurt.
Square Garden. Then, Drew McIntyre gets eliminated.
Yeah, he does. Quick.
Greatest of all time Intercontinental Champion Max Gunther. You know what happened to him? He got eliminated, Max. They threw him out of the ring. I saw it happen. And then the final 2 are the former CEO of AEW, and fucking goddamn Cody Rhodes is going to go on to fight his way through the Elimination Chamber. He's going to defeat 5 other men. He's going to finally get his chance to challenge Roman Reigns. Then,
He gives it to The Rock.
not only, no, I'm not done yet. Not only does Cody surprise us all by winning? By winning the goddamn thing. I'm the biggest goddamn Cody mark outside of Dave LaGreca and Brandy Rhodes. And he won. I bet against him. Then, Monday night, Philip Pepsi Brooks, he's only been back in the business 3 years, reports his third major injury, having torn yet another tricep. So he's out for WrestleMania.
You know, Drew McIntyre had tricep days.
Seth Rollins, he's hurt. We don't even know if he's going to make it to WrestleMania.
Oh, he's gonna make
And the only hope that the fans have is that Cody Rhodes, after he meets Seth Rollins on Monday, is going to walk in on Friday, look that no good Samoan in the eyes and say, I want you, Roman. I want your belt. I want WrestleMania. I want your money. I want your wife. I want your children. I'm coming for it all, Roman. And instead, what happens is that after you wait an hour and 45 minutes to get to Cody Rhodes meeting Roman Reigns eye to eye, they're looking at each other. Cody says, Roman, you listen, Roman, I want your belt, but I don't want it right now.
I don't want
To the confusion
of everyone.
as to why you would win the Royal Rumble if you don't want the goddamn title. And then Cody stands there like a goddamn jamoke. And The Rock comes out, looks at that little blonde broken man, that shell of a Rhodes, and says, get out of my ring, boy. Cody Rhodes leaves.
He does.
He didn't argue.
He didn't even put up a fight.
He didn't even say, hey, I won the Royal Rumble. I should be, no. Nay.
Hey, I said
Here, Rock. Here's the title shot. Here's my wallet. Here's my watch. Call Brandy. She'll be over in an hour. I'm going to Raw. And I may get to WrestleMania for the world title if Seth Rollins isn't hurt. And then,
So,
I'm not done yet. And then, The Rock, who has valuable minutes left on television,
in minutes.
to look at Roman Reigns and say, I'm the head of the table. I'm coming for the Universal title, Roman. I want the Usos back. I want Sikoa back. I want you to call your daddy and tell him thank you for doing it for me. He didn't do the goddamn show. That's it.
Question for you.
What?
So, what happens if The Rock wins the title?
What happens is Roman's done.
so you're saying that Cody's having a rocky road to WrestleMania?
Pretty shitty trip.
Moose tracks.
And then, all the news and all the Twitter starts blowing up. And then, it's, CM Punk called an audible because he got hurt. He was going to win. No, he wasn't.
It was always Cody.
Cody Rhodes was always going to win. You know what else was always going to happen? The Rock was always going to show up, was always going to fuck Cody Rhodes and me.
Can I watch?
And now, no, just like his promo with Roman, we're going to run out of film right before it gets good. and then, goddamn the business writers, my big fat ass has been watching Twitter for 3 days like a nonsensical incel because I got to know what Cody Rhodes thinks. What are you doing? Why are you doing this to me, Cody? Why? And then, that goddamn Samoan, that goddamn Rock, Dwayne the Crack Johnson. Now, I gotta watch 2 nights of WrestleMania to watch one match I've seen 6 times and to watch what will arguably be the greatest main event in wrestling history 4 years ago. You know how long I waited for Taker and Kane to wrestle? A year. You know how long I waited to watch them wrestle a second time? 10 years. You know how long I waited to watch them wrestle a third time? I didn't want to wait anymore. I got my 2 matches.
The anticipation should make it better, Caleb.
No, it doesn't. I waited, goddammit. I did my waiting. I saw Cody Rhodes come back. I saw him win the first Rumble. I saw him lose the first Mania. I saw him win the second Rumble. I saw him tear his pec. He solved racism. And now a black man has uprooted him.
How dare he?
How dare he?
No, Caleb.
That's probably going to get me canceled.
That's
It's
gonna get
sorry about it.
where like you tell your kids Christmas is coming, but you wait until next year to give them the present.
No, it's like you tell them Christmas here, and they open their fucking Christmas present, and it sucks. Yeah, you need them, but you wanted a fire truck.
You're welcome, guys.
Cody Rhodes is a fire truck. The Rock is socks. Dwayne the Sock Johnson. And now I
That'd be kind of like coal in your stomach.
have to sit here and watch Rock come out and say nothing and do nothing. And on Monday, Cody Rhodes is going to come out and he's going to cut some brilliant promo about how Seth was right. It's the Dusty title. That's the way it should be. That's what Dusty wanted. No! You know what Dusty wanted?
All the money.
All the money to get paid. He wanted the world title and to fuck as many rats as he could without Cody's mom catching him.
that much.
Like a good American.
Johnny, will you hit me with the next one, please?
No! I'm not done yet! What does that say?
When you love your wife so much, you'll do anything to keep your boss from shitting on her head.
Oh my god. Didn't I send that to you? Didn't I send that to you?
Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
It's fantastic.
And then... All right. Go ahead and flip us here, Johnny. Fight, formerly known as Anna Fight Underground or AFU Hardcore, will have its next show March the 28th, 2024. Come meet the commentary team and all of the Pro Wrestling Throwdown cast. I guess would be the easiest way to say that.
We peeps.
Be sure to come up, say hi, get an autograph. Front row is $20, $10 for general admission. We're going to have a holy shit show, legitimately. It's going to be great from beginning to end. But with that said, I believe it's that time.
And then,
What time is that, Luke?
time is that, Luke? Time for the Rock. I can't say what I was about to say.
You better not. It's time for birthdays.
That bullshit!
Max,
Take it away!
And then,
what was that? All right, hit us with it, John. Record-breaking countdown.
No, what happened? Wait, did we not get our Carl Weathers record?
Might not have sent through.
Oh, yeah! And then Carl Weathers died, which ruined my whole fucking week!
Oh no!
Because I love Rocky.
He does love Rocky. Oh yeah.
Every year. 4th of July. What do I do, Luke?
It's okay. I might have messed that up.
Orange jacket.
There he is.
There.
Carl Weathers, known for many roles. Apollo Creed.
Lando Calrissian.
No, that's Billy D.
That's
Williams.
Billy D. Williams.
Completely different person.
Yeah, you're right.
Of course, my favorite, Chubbs
Yeah.
Yeah.
from
Chubbs.
Happy Gilmore. Also,
I
was
just
in
saying
The Predator.
he was in the Mandalorian.
Predator, yeah.
Most recently.
Yeah, passed away this week. Condolences to the family of Carl Weathers.
He will
was he
always
the
be
one that
Apollo
was,
Creed.
Sylvester Stallone couldn't
in
take you
Little
then, he
Nicky
can't take you now.
As the,
Yeah, Chubbs.
Chubbs.
Yeah.
he was the golf instructor that was
Yes.
now
Mhm.
teaching,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and he got with L.
Yeah.
Not L.
He was also but that's from his role as a golf instructor in Happy Gilmore.
Happy Gilmore. Yep.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yep. So rest in peace, sir.
Rip! Tow truck!
Yep. Record-breaking countdown. Where are we starting this week?
All right.
Who gives a shit?
I wonder if he gets to the. Wonder if he's gonna get his 1000th win, or if the Rock's gonna take the title. How many days he sitting at, Max?
Then at 1,280 days today, is your tribal chief and the head of the table until he faces the Rock.
You know what the funny part about this is? All these people are bitching about this match, and it's going to be fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
They're all going to have to eat their words
Well, and-
afterwards.
I think if it weren't for if the belt wasn't on the line, I don't think anybody give a fuck.
If it hadn't been, honest to goodness, rant aside, if it hadn't been for fans investing all this time into Cody, and this not being such a, oh, The Rock showed up, so he's getting a title shot.
And that's not how it happened. In all actuality,
Right.
from everything I've read, he had the idea, but didn't actually want to do it until like next WrestleMania.
And again,
the board.
this WrestleMania, that isn't to say Cody's not a star and not deserving, but The Rock will draw more attention and more money than Cody Rhodes at this current juncture.
That's true.
It's a shitty way to look at it, but also, really, if you
Turning heads away from the Vince
from
situation.
the Vince situation, but also if you go back, Roman Reigns has subtly called out The Rock for several years.
Yeah.
Subtly, very subtly proclaiming himself at the table, making sure that all of the family was involved, has gone on to say that while working with The Rock in the movies and stuff, that, you know, he might do movies with Dwayne. I don't know if you know this, but wrestling's predetermined. So it's just gonna draw more money. And again, Cody Rhodes against Rollins is gonna be a great main event, and Cody still gets to get paid and still be the main face of Raw.
Right.
Everyone wins. And that means that Cody Rhodes will walk into next year the first world champion. Roman Reigns
Bigger
is
match.
going to go to USA Network.
Yep.
He's leaving Fox. He's still going to be on network TV. He's still going to be the guy that you get to tune in.
I would think so, too.
So, rant aside,
All right, hit us with the next one. This is the
my tribal chief.
uns...
Pedro Morales is combined.
Yeah.
see what that's...
That says, can't stand people like him who get a title, and all of a sudden he decides, I'm champ, I don't have to show up until I want. John, I can hold the title that long too if I don't show up. Well, that being said though, that's all contract negotiation. It is.
Yeah, it is.
There is an argument to be said about Roman not being there all the time does make him an attraction. Is anybody else's audio cutting in and out? Asks Yanni.
I haven't heard anything.
Yo, Adrian, I did it, says Brian Richards. Well, anyway, but yeah, so there's some merit to it. My ribs are hurting from laughter so hard that made my night. You're welcome, Derek. Gave me an aneurysm, but I'm happy to entertain.
All right, here's the next one. That is Mr. Seth Franklin Rollins.
So it's at 280 days today.
For now.
180. Maybe, unless he beats fucking Cody too. I spoke it into existence. You know what's going to happen now.
What did I say last week? I said that if Cody doesn't wrestle Roman, I'm not watching Night 2 of WrestleMania, right?
That is exactly
That's what I said. Okay. See y'all Saturday.
All right.
Rhea Ripley.
Rhea Ripley, sitting at
309.
309. Now, where does that set her on that list?
She just surpassed Nikki Bella, for whose combined days were 301, so she
Okay.
is number 9. on the
And
list.
40 days away from Lunder Blaze?
Yep.
At 8.
Yep.
Right on. Rhea
So
Ripley,
into
keep going.
WrestleMania, she'll walk into WrestleMania the number 8 women's wrestler of all time.
Yes.
With title reign wise.
Well, what they should do is keep it a little longer and have her beat Moolah's reign, so that way Moolah's not fucking thing that
she's the
Raw's
top star on
women's-
Raw, yeah.
Yeah, Raw's women's division would be nothing without her.
John says later, fellas, gonna watch Vengeance.
Later. Hit us with the next one. In the year since your birthday, what does that say, Caleb?
31,536 seconds have passed. The sun has traveled 584,337,600 miles, and your hair has grown nearly. You got lost again. I'm IWGP and TNA World Tag Team Champion, former TNA World Champion, former IWA Mid-South Light Heavyweight Champion. Dude's been all over the world his whole career. Sabin is 38. That's my guess.
Chris Sabin, 40.
Chris Sabin turns 42
Ooh,
today.
I like
wow,
Chris Sabin.
good for him.
Happy birthday, Chris Sabin.
Consummate fucking TNA.
Still
Also today.
Who we got?
Punishment Martinez.
Or as everyone else knows him,
The guy who couldn't cash in a fucking Money in the Bank contract if he went to a bank with a signed check.
No. That's R-Truth's best friend.
It is our truest best friend.
That's right.
Well, maybe
That's
not
Damian
after
Priest.
Monday.
That's Damian Priest, Mr. Money in the Bank, former WWE
Yes.
Tag Team Champion.
Senior.
Still.
Uh,
Senior. Money
Yeah.
in the Bank.
Was he also an NXT World? Did he ever hold the title
No.
in NXT? Okay.
Nope, they called him up before that.
Damian Priest Leader of the Judgment Day.
Archer is the leader of the Judgment Day.
Watch your mouth. Mommy's the leader of the Judgment Day. Let's put
Mommy
it
can lead whatever the hell she
Yes,
wants.
she can. Damien is 36. Don't think he's quite 40 yet.
37.
How about 42 as
Wow,
well
also
today?
42.
Doesn't look it.
Not one bit, does he?
Money in the bank that needs to be cashed in soon. Do you think he'll cash in it? Yes.
He'll cash in on The Rock after The Rock beats Roman, or on Roman, whichever way it works. He'll cash in, and that'll be the distraction from the Cody match. Is that they use the Cody story to get Roman to get Damien?
You know what? I think he might have been North American champion for a little bit too.
He was, yeah.
But he wasn't NXT champion. So I got that point.
Yes, you did.
Hit us with the
That's
next one.
2-0.
This is in remembrance of Ashley Mazzario. Is that Ashley Mazzario?
That is Madison.
Madison Rain. Sorry, she looks a lot like Ashley.
Madison
Mazzario.
Rain of the Beautiful People.
Yep. That is also
Her birthday is tomorrow on the 5th.
Mr. What the fuck was his name? Tough Enough.
Mike
Not
Knox.
Maven. Not Maven. The other one. The young Josh Matthews' wife.
Oh, is it really? Nice.
Yes.
Yeah, she was part of Beautiful People,
Yeah.
which was TNA's highest rated group. That's a fact. Also was TNA Knockouts champion.
Numerous times.
That being said,
I don't think she's on it.
gotta be at least
I'm going to go respectfully and say 41.
35.
How about 38 tomorrow?
I'll take it.
Point in Caleb. On the 7th,
I just want to hear you pronounce his name.
Coolio.
Close enough.
Julio, he is one member
What I
of.
fucking said!
He's a member of the Guerrillas of Destiny.
Yes.
He's the brother of.
That time I actually said exactly what you said.
He's the brother of Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa.
Son of a bitch!
He's the youngest brother, though. And we know that Tama's in his 40s, so I'm going to say he's 36. It's probably younger than
32.
that, but
How about a 33 on the
33. I was going to say
7th?
he's probably younger than that.
Point in Caleb.
Luke.
Yes.
3-1.
Yes, it is.
All
I'm
right.
glad you
Paul
can count,
White.
Caleb.
You saw a video of Paul White not too long ago.
Yeah, he was on the Jericho cruise, and every step he took, he looked like he was in pain. That being
Look at
said, world's largest athlete,
Former multi-time world heavyweight champion.
been a world champion in WCW, WWE, ECW. What can't you say about?
A biography
Yeah,
of his that showed, and it was odd. It was like right in the middle of watching The Waterboy,
yeah,
and then all of a sudden I was
yeah.
I was
That's
watching
cool.
watching him.
That's cool.
Also, little known fact, but something fun for us, is one of my former tag partners' cousin,
Oh yeah.
Nick Steele.
Oh, that makes sense.
He was at Paul White's wedding. They're
That's
cousins.
cool.
Yeah.
That's super cool.
That being
That's cool.
said, Big Show's in
Break
his
his collarbone.
No, I didn't break his collarbone. That motherfucker wouldn't stop moving and bumped in a
I
divot.
know. I saw.
God,
I was
goddamn.
there.
Big
I was
Show's
fucking
collarbone
there.
if he tried.
Big Show's up there.
He's in his 50s, but I don't think he's late 50s yet.
I'm gonna go 56.
50. 50. Luke says 56.
How
I
about
say 50.
52?
I'll take it.
Oh, all right.
Point Caleb.
All right. What we got next?
In
memorams?
Also on the 8th. A few more on the 8th.
This
Actually,
is
I'm sorry. These are remembrances
Yes.
on the 8th.
That, of course, is Bruno
Bruno
Sammartino
Sammartino
on the left and Classy
Classy
Freddie
Freddie
Blassie.
Blassie. Yeah.
You pencil neck geek. I
Classy
fucking
Freddie
love
Classy Freddie Blassie, one of the original heels of wrestling, and Bruno
One of the greatest
Sammartino.
managers of all time.
Bruno Sammartino, up until Hulk Hogan, was the greatest star ever in professional wrestling history.
Yes. Rest in peace to both gentlemen.
Rip. Torn.
He was in a movie once.
Was.
Hit us with the next one. In remembrance of Jim the Anvil Neidhart, Natty's dad.
We watched him.
One of the greatest tag team powerhouse wrestlers in the history of the WWE, for sure.
2018.
Just lost him fairly recently.
Yeah.
Inducted into the Hall of Fame with Bret the Hitman Hart. Rest in peace, Jim the Anvil.
And then
Oh
Another
man, for
one.
fuck's
Son of a
sake,
bitch,
this is
Max.
this is my favorite one too.
Sensational Sherry.
Fucking Sherry Martel is the most beautiful woman in professional wrestling I'll put her up against a lot of
You
people.
put her up against Elizabeth, really?
That's a cuddle in a campfire.
We lost
Yeah.
her
You
back
look
in
at Sherry.
2007.
Sherry's going to do things to you that you never imagined were even humanly possible. Look at them eyes.
That's fair.
Okay.
That's why she reminds me of Coletta.
Wow.
All right. Of course, Sensational Sherry, one of the greatest wrestling managers of all time.
The greatest valet in history.
Also could throw it down in the ring.
Yeah.
A couple-time women's heavyweight champion.
Yep.
Sherry Martel is amazing.
And did you see my thoughts on the Rock Cody debacle? I can't remember. You still have access to your Facebook. If you use my old Facebook, then no.
Sensational Sherry, yeah, one of a kind there.
Yeah.
Rest in peace. Hit us with the next one.
We have.
Oh, it's that
on the
bitch.
9th,
Medusa, Alundra
Yeah,
Blaze.
Miss. I'm not gonna donate this belt. You're gonna have to pay me for this belt.
Yeah.
Alundra
Don't
Blaze.
look
So she
at
got her
eyes.
money.
She offered for them to have it. They said they couldn't take it at the moment. And then she's like, well, you should have took it the first time, so
Yeah.
now you're going to pay me for it.
Damn right.
Cannot stand Alundra
Business.
Blaze. People make her out to be
It was
this fucking
Chef
star.
Kidding.
People make her out to be this star, but she's really not. And
You're
she
crazy.
she didn't do a damn
You are
thing in
crazy.
WWE. Not a single damn thing when she was with WWF.
That's-
She was there a year.
That's insane.
1 year. By taking their TV station that he could have put it on the entire fucking time anyway.
But she did.
Alundra Blaze was nothing. She's not a fucking legend.
Insane.
She's not nothing.
Insane.
Medusa, legendary career, not a legend. Race car, driver, monster truck
wait,
driver.
Black.
We're back. We're back.
All right.
Must be a weather outside.
Yeah.
With that being said, she broke barriers in WCW by winning the Cruiserweight Championship.
That's true.
I just don't see her in the same. They try to make her out to be this big, larger than life, and she wasn't.
First woman to hold a men's championship before China.
No, it was
I
after
don't know.
China.
I think turning people into
Sure?
stone is
Yeah, it
pretty
was
cool.
in 2000. The death knell of WCW.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
It was after China did it. Because Jeff Jarrett hit her with the fucking.
That's right, to
guitar.
recreate the China gimmick.
Mhm.
Yeah. What are you saying, Max?
So I think turning people into stone is pretty cool.
I think it's a great trick.
Especially.
Let me see here. How old is she?
I
Send it over
can't
to Luke.
tell
Why not?
you.
Yanni said his thoughts over about the Rock and Roll Material.
Oh, okay. I'll have to check that out. I haven't been on in a
I
while.
don't think she's in her 60s yet.
Medusa?
Yeah, I don't think so. I'm going to say 55.
I'm gonna say 56. I think she's older.
How about 61
Oh,
on
damn,
the
I was
9th?
wrong.
Another point for Luke.
Another thing I was wrong about this week.
Hey,
Go to the next one.
Luis, because in WWE known as Rad Radford.
Yep. She trashed the WF Women's Championship. I can't let that go either, Luke. She's a biatch.
Exactly.
And if you don't get the joke that I
Thank
did
you,
there
Derek.
with
See,
the
I told you.
pictures,
In the beginning, we made
don't worry
friends
about
now.
it.
Now we're friends.
Yeah.
Thanks, Derek. Hit us with the next one.
all right, last wrestling birthday.
That is
Oh,
Miss
the 10th.
Victoria. God, I love Victoria.
Oh, Victoria. Tara,
Tara.
just do whatever you want.
You and your fucking spider.
Please, for the love of God.
Probably also had a sex tape and stuff leaked that I'm not going to say that I didn't see. And
I love this country.
yes, Victoria, however, is older than you would think she is.
Yeah, multiple time WWF Women's Champion, TNA Women's Champion.
I don't think she's quite 50.
I think she is.
She might be.
Why don't you guess first?
All right. Respectfully.
Mine just went out.
Well, we'll be back. It definitely hasn't kicked us. I don't know if it's... There we are. We're back. Maximus?
Caleb did.
Yeah, Caleb.
Should be 53.
What is it now? 4 to 3?
It is now 4-3.
Nice.
Luke's lead.
Hell yeah.
Going into celebrity birthdays, we got a couple handfuls.
All right. I know this
Starting
guy,
with-
Rob Condry.
Yes.
Okay. Also, always and forever will be known for the hot tub time. Must have a front or something, maybe. Yeah. attempting to reconnect. We only have a handful of these left.
Yeah.
Is this where we do the talking and we don't know that the audio is actually still
Right.
going through? That's when they catch you. That's when they catch your really, really terrible shit.
Don't you do it. Don't you start. You've done enough.
You've done enough.
The chat's still active. We just lost me.
Yeah, chat's at.
Maybe if we back out, come back in. Let me try.
I already did that.
Oh, we're back.
Are we back? Excellent.
Yep.
You're good. Barry is fine.
All right, awesome.
I think I'm just having a hard time loading up on my
Yeah, it
phone.
might just be buffering on mobile. Who knows? We'll just keep rolling, and then whatever happens, happens. We don't have
Yeah,
a
whatever they
disconnect
get, they get it.
moment.
Let's do it.
Yep.
Rob Cordry, rather.
47.
48.
How about a 53 today?
All right.
53.
It was Luke's point there?
Yeah.
All right, who is this?
That is a Gabrielle Anwar.
No clue.
You say her next thing? Huh?
No idea what
I
she's
know,
in.
I know who she is, but I couldn't tell you what she.
No
was.
idea. I'm gonna say
I
don't
can't
know.
remember now. But I had her on there for something.
50.
51.
How about a 54?
I'll take it.
I really need to start writing down the
Yeah.
movies because I can't remember shit.
Yeah. That's
She looked familiar.
She was be familiar from more from our child-ish
Yeah.
movies.
All right, we're back,
rather
yeah.
than- rather
We're
than
just not
some lot of
buffering
people.
in
That's
the,
fine.
yeah. Yeah, we're just not buffering in there, so we'll just keep going as if we're going.
Yep. That's Michael Sheen.
That is Michael Sheen, Twilight.
Twilight.
Are you going to guess her age?
We already did.
We already did. I won. You said 54.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
All right. Like we said, Michael Sheen.
Michael Sheen, the Underworld franchise, Good Omens.
Because you guessed hers?
Yes.
Okay, I just didn't write it down then. I'm sorry.
That's
Yeah,
all right.
you're fine.
Michael Sheen.
Yeah, Michael Sheen, man, gotta be in his 50s by now, I would think. 53, I guess. Smoking me over here. Might actually win today.
Hey, you never know. It has been a thing once before.
Yeah.
All right.
Who's this broad?
That is
Laura Linney.
Laura Linney. She's been in countless.
I recognize her face, but I can't.
She was the
Primarily
wife from Truman Show.
The show with
That's right.
Ozark.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Truman
okay,
Show
yeah,
is what I
Truman
was
Show and
thinking
Ozark.
of.
Yeah, so she's in her.
And then other again
Yeah.
more kid movies from when like we were younger.
Yeah. Hell, like 53.
55.
I said like when we were younger, she'll be 60.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
Well, see, I thought she was a little
That
younger
was
than that
point.
because
You
that was Luke's point.
Again.
Because she
Yeah, we're still.
was a
Jesus.
little younger than Jim Carrey was.
Yeah, Johnny, I don't know why that keeps saying you're not connected because every time I back out and come back in, it's playing.
I know.
So
See, it's buffering for me, so I don't know.
it buffers for a little bit, then it kicks.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
I haven't had an outage either on
No.
mine.
Oh well.
Okay. Well, then we're good then.
Yep.
All right, hit us with the next one. Sorry, y'all. We didn't know if we were on or not, so we just decided to keep going.
Yep.
So that way we wasn't holding up the progression of the show.
Yep.
Hit us with the next one, Big Bad John.
Yes.
That is Mr. Timmy Meadows.
Yes, it is.
He's
Also
the
on
ladies'
the fifth?
man.
You don't want any part of
Yeah.
this shit, do we?
Yeah. Yes. He is the ladies' man.
A longtime comic actor, has been in a number of movies, TV
That
shows.
is disgusting. Right on.
SNL.
He's old. 58.
50.
Tim Meadows will be 63.
Damn, you're killing me, Luke.
Yeah.
First time in weeks.
Yeah. I don't know
Months
why.
even.
I like this guy. He played the Green
Goblin in
at one
Amazing
point. What is
Spider-Man.
his name?
Dane DeHaan?
He's also the crippled friend in Lawless with Shia LaBeouf.
One of my favorites that he was in Chronicle.
Yep,
Where he
Chronicle.
played the bad guy
Yep.
in Chronicle. Also, the what is it? The History of Wellness
Yeah.
or something like that, where him and Hopkins were in it together.
Yeah.
It was pretty good. He's younger, 30.
31, he's older than that.
You're right. He will be 38
Yeah.
on the 6th.
I knew
he's
that
a lot
because
younger than he looks.
Andrew Garfield just turned 40.
Yep, a lot younger than he looks. All right, who you got, John? That's motherfucker. That dude can take a punch. I hear.
That's Chris Rock.
I hear
takes a
he
slapping,
I hear he
right?
takes a good slapping. Yeah.
On the 7th.
Chris Rock, one of the greatest stand-up comedians of all time.
Writer for SNL for years.
For years, actor for years, activist,
Yeah.
director, producer. Chris Rock is old.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Chris Rock is every bit of 63.
See you did. Both of you did.
That's Chris Gaines.
Yeah, also on the
That's Garth
7th.
Brooks.
That's Chris Gaines on the right. He released an album as
He
Chris
did.
Gaines.
A
and it was
contemporary
great.
album. It was
It's both of their
awful.
birthdays.
Oh, I fucking loved it.
It's both of their birthdays.
They're twins, obviously.
King of country music. Well,
Well, it's
George
like
Strait,
Tom
King
and
of
Nick.
country
King
music.
of weird pop music. on
Tom
the right.
and Nick, you know.
Yeah, Tom and Nick Mysterio. Garth Brooks, multiple-time Grammy winner, multiple-time, I think he's been an Oscar-nominated recording artist.
Yeah,
Dark
he's
and
done
Chris.
everything there
Um,
is to do. Entertainer of the Year numerous years in a
He's an
row.
actor.
Had his own show on the Las Vegas Strip to win.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that Garth Brooks is every bit of 64 years old.
60. I think he's a shy younger.
What'd you say, Luke?
64.
I'm saying
How
60.
about 62?
I'll take it.
Point,
Good point.
Caleb.
Finally.
This dude is an asshole and a trash bag individual in every movie he's ever been in. He's also passed away, I believe.
God, I was about to say it's also in Memorial.
Hey, he would be happy I said that. He was
Hold
a
on. You're right,
douchebag
you're
in
right.
those movies.
Being the asshole that he was in Blank Check. Oh,
Blank check. Fucking excellent fucking
hey.
reference.
The original miniseries of The Stand.
Yeah.
He was
Crossing Jordan.
Randall Flagg's,
Yeah.
Rick Flagg's
Rick
right-hand
Flagg's,
man.
yeah.
Crossing Jordan.
Crossing Jordan. He's in a lot of
Seth
shit.
Rollins versus Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania 40 with Seth losing to Cody. Roman Reigns versus The Rock at 40 with Roman losing to Rock. Title unification at SummerSlam involving The Rock versus Cody. We were just talking about
we
that
were just
outside.
talking about that out before we started.
This guy.
Passed away. This is an in memoriam.
Oh, really?
Do you remember the Night Flyer? Stephen King movie about the pilot?
I still own
That's
Night
him.
Flyer. I know.
Yeah, one of the greatest
Yeah.
Stephen King movies of all time.
He's
It's
done
about a vampire who flies a plane.
Yeah, he's done a ton of
And
work
shit,
for
and
Stephen
flying
King.
around murdering people and then flying out, and this guy's a reporter chasing him.
Yeah.
It's fucking epic. One of them ones they made for TV that was way better than anything they could have put in theaters.
Most of Stephen King's made for TV stuff was better than
All right, here's with the next one. That is Mr. Peter Griffin. Or, I'm sorry.
Seth
Mr.
Green, he's Chris Griffin,
Sorry.
and also the head writer and head voice actor of Robot Chicken. Not to mention a comedy writer for years on other series.
Without a trace.
An actor.
Or without a paddle. Really.
Also,
It.
speaking of
It.
Stephen King,
Yeah.
was the first
Richie.
Beat Richie.
Also is the voice in
Without
the
a paddle.
MCU of Howard the Duck.
That's right. Seth Green. Damn.
Idle Hands.
He's older than you think.
He's way older than you think. I'm gonna say. See, he was a teenager.
50.
when he was 51.
How about 50 on the 8th?
Oh!
Wow.
Wow.
Makes me feel old.
Makes me feel
We've,
young.
Shut-
we got,
Hey, it's my dad.
4 more.
Looks just like my
I
old
thought
man.
you didn't have
He
one of
sounds
those.
like him too.
I don't know
Nick
what it's
Nolte.
called. I just know the
And
sound.
yes,
of
he
it,
does
so it
look and
takes a
sound
man's
exactly
life.
like your dad.
Yep. Nick Nolte.
Come on, Richie. Richie.
Reggie.
Spider-Man Chronicles.
Yeah.
Fighter.
The Dad and Warrior.
I am at Warrior, yeah.
The Dad and Warrior. An
Dude,
amazing
great role.
performance.
Great role.
Obviously, Tropic Thunder is one we reference a ton.
Trading places.
He's also Gerard Butler's dad in the
Three Fugitives.
in the Has Fallen series.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Olympus.
Yep.
Whatever it is.
Nick Nolte is old as fuck.
Oh.
Uh,
Also, like Belushi level crazy, which I love about him.
yeah, hell, he's way crazier than Belushi ever thought about being.
73.
He's more Gary Busey.
I was about to ask.
What do you say?
73.
76.
Yeah, I meant Busey, not Belushi.
How about 83?
Got it.
God damn, in his 80s already.
Oh, yeah.
And that
He was
makes
old
it-
when we was kids.
We are old.
That makes it 10-6 with 3 left.
Oh, that means Luke's got me.
I did it.
For the first
finally.
time in months.
Wow.
Congratulations, brother.
We just needed a week off. That's all it was. All right. That is Mr. Joe Pesci.
On the 9th.
He
yes.
was the Super in the movie The Super. If you have not seen The Super, watch it. It's fucking
That was a great.
hilarious.
That was a
Sticky
good
Bandits.
We're the Sticky Bandits.
Also one of the greatest mob movie actors of all time.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
There's no better than
One
Joe
of
Pesci.
Scorsese's favorite actors to work
Am
with.
I a clown?
Yeah.
Do I amuse you?
Am I funny?
Yeah. Untouchables.
Yeah.
They-
I was De
Cousin
Niro.
Vinny.
My cousin Vinny.
My cousin Vinny, of
What a
course.
classic. Marissa Tomei's fine ass.
One of my favorites.
One of it's up there. I really do enjoy The Super. To
Oh
be
my
honest.
gosh.
What?
What about the one with him and Brendan Fraser when he's a homeless guy? And Brendan Fraser's
With
a
Honors.
college student.
With Honors.
Yeah, that's a great one.
Freezes to death. Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember watching that thinking, man, this is a great comedy. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
86.
87.
How about 81,
81.
on the 9th,
Okay.
Mr. Joe Pesci?
The Super is an underrated, funny ass movie. Yeah, it is. So's Blank Man. But, you know, no one ever talks about Blank Man.
Loki.
That is Mr.
Tom Hiddleston.
Also on the
Not to
8th.
be confused with
Or I'm sorry, the
Benedict Cumbersnatch.
Right. Benedict Cumberbatch.
Cumberly Bumps.
Um,
Better.
Tom Hiddleston.
And then, sorry,
Then-
call back from earlier.
Yeah, thank you. He also played. Did he play Hank Williams Jr.?
Yes,
in
he
the
did.
country.
Senior,
Yeah, yeah.
played senior.
Yeah.
Also, if you've never seen it, the one where he plays Luke the Drifter, not him, but there's a movie out there with Luke the Drifter that is insane. They can't call him Hank Williams, so they call him by the pseudonym.
Okay.
And it's all about the kid that was hired to take him on his last tour before he died.
Yeah.
And shit, and it's impactful anyway. It's just a fantastic movie.
Yeah.
Tom Hiddleston, of course, Loki, and that's a lot.
He's pretty hot as Loki.
What did you say his age?
Oh, he's in his.
3
Damn.
on the 9th. No
Nice. Nope. Not that.
Last birthday.
That is.
That's that bitch from Kick-Ass who's mean to everybody.
Chloe, something.
Chloe Grace Mortez.
Yeah,
which
She was
means-
Carrie.
She gets in
I-
trouble
no,
all the
that's
time
my
for being a
goodies.
bitch on set.
I've heard that.
Yeah.
I've heard she
She was
she's
also
problem.
in Bruno.
Yeah.
Kick-Ass, like I said, a handful of others. Not a nice person.
She was Carrie.
Yeah.
It
Carrie
was
in
the
the remake.
biggest one I
Yeah.
remember. Kick-Ass, of course. She's young.
Not that young.
She's not super young, but she's young.
30.
28.
How about 27 on the 10th?
Oh shit.
Ah, well.
Point Caleb, but you
That
still
means I win.
lost by 3.
Yep. That's all right.
I win.
You finally won one.
I win.
All right, let's get through this
I won the
macabre.
money. I won the money.
Give me the money. Give me the money.
Alright, again, this is normal. Some of
Rhetoric?
it's educational, some of it's made up, some of it's shit.
It's
I found
basically
that was
bullshit,
funny.
And the
whether
points
it's
don't
real or
matter.
not.
It's bullshit.
Florida State Seminole Vesicles.
This was something that was sent to me, and I found it rather hysterical.
That's fucking terrible. I can't have the Redskins if they can have this shit.
Seminole Vesicles. Think about it.
I know exactly what it means. I'm saying
There you go.
they use it as
It's about your balls, Luke.
I know what it is, Caleb.
Do you, baby?
I do.
He's seen them once.
Only once. All right, hit us with the next one.
Been a few years.
Why is Peter Pan always flying? He never lands. I love this joke because it never grows old.
It's fucking terrible. I hate you, Max.
That's pretty good. And you know
I
what?
hate you, Max.
Points to you.
All right, what do we got
I
next,
come
Max?
across some funny shit I can't take credit for it all.
Since men know everything, what's these?
I was actually curious to know if you guys know what those are.
You're gonna
actually,
have to.
I know what they are.
Can you show me that picture?
Actually, for some
Max?
reason, knew.
Big Bad John, enlighten us.
Hang on. Look.
Oh, they're in bras. Yeah,
Underwire?
they're underwire.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Okay. Okay. Well, then you
Yeah,
get
any woman
another
who's
point,
ever been
so
stabbed
Katie,
with
still
them
is.
hates them to
Did
death.
you know that you could use Underwire to unlock a car?
Sure can.
Yeah. You can use it for all kinds of shit, actually.
But I used it mostly to unlock
Because
cars.
Stab
it's
somebody in
wire.
the throat and run away.
It's fucking wired.
Yeah.
Is that why you
Alright.
always save my underwire?
You know.
Hit me with the next one, Joe. Roman Reigns will only be playable once a month in WWE 2K24 to simulate real life.
That's fantastic.
And even in that one time he's being allowed to play for the month, he's going to play with The Rock and not Cody. How does that make you feel, Caleb? Not special guest reffing, not hosting WrestleMania. Just, video game-wise. He got the cover. He got the cover. Of any gamer in the world, that's one thing they always want. I've got the cover and I'm going to be the champion when the game comes out. Neither one of them fucking things.
I think you're not a very good friend right now, Luke. That's why I
I'm
think.
just saying, I'm just a realist, bro. Hit us with the next one.
Bleh.
What does that say?
Don't choke people. I know it's backwards, so I can read it.
That's good.
Fantastic.
That's good. Alright, this is the next one. What we got here?
This is the world's shortest international bridge, measuring about 32 feet. This bridge connects a Canadian island with an American island in the middle of St. Lawrence River. That's fucking cool.
That's
No
actually
joke,
super
just,
neat.
Yeah,
that's super neat.
Yeah. Thought it was neat.
That is neat.
Caleb knows all about
I didn't
short
expect
bridges.
it to wind up being in the middle of the St. Lawrence River.
Caleb knows all about short bridges. Her first name was Melissa, though.
That's what I'm saying.
Hit us with the next one.
I
Okay.
was thinking more like burning bridges. But,
Yeah.
Oh, I don't burn them. I
This-
blow them up with dynamite.
For fuck's sake. That is Jim
Just
Carrey.
random
and,
picture, Jim Carrey.
and first off, that's Jenny McCarthy. And she wears it better.
She and I have
I don't
worked
know.
together.
Nothing like two part-timers in WWE and in WWE 2024. Right?
That hurts me. That's a little Aussie with Max.
Hit us with the next one, John. That is, Max, go ahead. We'll give you this one.
This is Little Ozzy of the Micro Wrestling Federation. We went for my birthday.
Yes, we did.
The day after the Royal Rumble last Sunday,
Mm-hmm.
and I happened to, just out of coincidence, wind up getting the aisle seat, and it wound up being the absolute best seat
Ever.
that there was, as far as I could tell, in the house. Ozzy he does a full performance, which is, he's really, really good.
It was
He's
a really
just
fun
like
show.
actual Ozzy.
Yeah.
He's even had his stamp of approval
Yeah.
from Ozzy himself, but he went down the aisle and was singing.
Sure was,
I
wasn't
was
he?
just trying to get a selfie, and he walked up behind me and grabbed me from behind.
For those of you who have never
That was pretty
experienced micro wrestling, this was a fun show.
It was.
This was
Also-
so cool.
Tonight, I will bring up again, if you want to see some of the action that we saw, we're going to post Pro Wrestling Throwdown Presents MWF from Heron. I've got an entire match that I'm going to put out there so y'all can kind of experience it. Pass it to your friends. Get it going around.
It wasn't
It's a
like
great
any
show.
other wrestling show you're
Yeah,
going to see. They
we-
played
we-
music the
I
whole
think
time.
it's
They had
important
performances.
to stress that we all agree that there's a point that
Sure did.
you stop thinking that you're watching micro. I don't want
Yeah, it was just an entertaining show.
The PC words and
Yeah.
stuff. But it's just a wrestling show.
Yeah,
And it's just
it was great.
entertaining.
Yeah.
You forget
And-
that they're little.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
you
really
do.
do. You forget the
And
concept.
I'm telling you right now, as athletic as the day is long.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
And when we went, we didn't realize that it is the same guys that are on Big Little Brawlers
Yeah.
on
That were also on
on
IWTV as
Discovery
well.
Channel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great show Tuesday nights, Discovery and HBO
Yeah.
Max. If you haven't seen it, check it
Big
out.
shout out to the guys.
Yeah, for
Honestly.
sure. Had a
And
great
again,
They're all
show.
hyped the
fantastic.
show the whole time, blared music. I mean, did raffles, did
We
pictures.
gave them our
You never miss
Yeah.
Tricep Day, Yanni. You never miss Tricep Day.
Oh, yeah, I saw that
Yeah, it's so good. Hit us with the next one. Alright, you're going to have to read that one because I can't see it.
one. My favorite Muppet is the vampire. I don't think he counts. I can assure you he does. That is from In the Shadows.
What We Do in the
What
Shadows.
We Do in the Shadows. Great
Yeah,
show if you
pretty
don't
good
watch it.
on
It's pretty
Bronson.
funny. That's an actual scene.
Movies even better.
Good time.
That's good. That's good shit.
Happy birthday, Rebels. Come.
Oh! Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Well, as a rebel, I have to listen, so we have to end this podcast.
Yeah. What's the difference between every other Sunday when we end podcast?
Right.
What?
I go in my trunk and masturbate and I cry. In 1930, the 7-story, 22 million pound Indiana Bell building was moved 52 feet and rotated 90 degrees from its original location. It was moved 15 inches per hour over a period of 34 days while all 600 employees continued to work inside. There was no interruptions to gas, electricity, or water, and no one inside felt any movement. That's
Wow.
pretty fucking cool.
See, you
That
never
is
know
pretty
what you're
impressive.
gonna learn.
Yeah, in 1930, no less. We didn't really have a...
Well, I was thinking in PWT, you never know what you're gonna learn.
Right,
Yeah,
yeah.
in 1930 too. I suppose as well.
52 feet.
They probably
That's
learned a lot back then
wild.
too.
yeah,
Oh,
sure
yeah.
you did.
Yeah, the guys in the top floor weren't told. They wrote it the entire time.
Yeah.
Hit us with the next one.
Remember who you are, Simba. That's a rooster talking to a T-Rex.
Because they're both family.
Because they're dinosaurs. Chickens, all birds are dinosaurs.
Yes.
Which makes them bad. Watch the Jurassic Park movies.
Tastes good, though. I'll taste the chicken all the time. Hit us with the next one.
Anthony Bowens of the... What are they called?
Well, now they're the Bang
The
Bang
Acclaimed.
Scissor Gang.
The Acclaimed. This is one of my all-time favorite signs. I came, I scissored, I came again.
That's, of course, a offshoot of a wrestler who will remain nameless, Val Venus. It's a piece of shit. Hit us with the next one.
Oh, you love Val Venus.
Oh, I do. About as much as you love The Rock.
Ariana Grande used to look like Ariel from The Little Mermaid. Now she looks like Ariel from The Little Mermaid. Oh, that's a...
It's not exactly wrong, though. Look at the picture.
It's not, but a joke maybe more considerate of the time in which we live.
Nah.
It's funny.
If
It's
I had a
factual.
side by side of then and now, it would.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
She
She
was
got
a
some
lily
color.
white girl who now looks Mexican. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Luke, that's what it is.
Yeah, you know Caleb. Like that one guy who took Cody's spot. What do we got? Am I looking at
First
right
of all,
now?
Cody's the Hispanic one in the conversation.
Is he though?
Yes!
Someone thinks they're funny.
Nah, they put a custom wet floor sign on the movie.
That's pretty good.
That's
That's
awesome.
something I do.
I'm not
That's fantastic.
No, I didn't do that. But
What's your thoughts on Jacob Fatu making his WWE debut at Mania the Monday after? Fatu will never wrestle for the WWE. Well,
No, that's wrong.
Hold
don't
on.
know that.
so under Vince's guys, Fatu's
And he's not there anymore.
well under his reign, his criminal history is what disbarred him from getting signed.
Yeah, but UFC hires people who
Now,
done
that's what
10
I'm saying.
times
Now
their
that
space.
TKO's involved,
Yeah.
we may actually get
Booker
a-
T hired him to Reality of Wrestling. He is still technically a free agent.
Yeah.
But he's the real Booker T's champion. And Booker T stated out loud, reason that I brought him in here is because I'm going to get him signed to the WWE.
Yeah, we could very well see a
Could very
Jacob
well
Fatu
happen now,
sign,
yes.
which would be fantastic.
Yep.
Another member of the bloodline, someone to oppose Solo Sikoa maybe on behalf of Jay. Could be something
Be fun.
interesting.
Could be The Rock, Jay, and him versus
Solo, Jimmy, and Roman.
and Roman. Would be
I'd
a
buy
good
that
6-man.
pay-per-view.
Yeah.
It also gives you a fresh face on
Or
someone that Solo
tag
has
with
to beat.
Solo and form like a new kind of the Samoans.
Samoan SWAT team.
Tag with Solo and make their own tag
Or
team
the
to
yeah,
attack
the
Roman.
Swamp
Yeah,
Team, I kinda
100%.
like too.
I could
Here's
see
with the
that.
next one. Yeah, in between Legolas and
I'm
that
sorry.
one dude.
I'm sorry. Couldn't see him.
The King. Or The Return of the King. Or The Jedi.
That's from Fellowship of the Ring, you dick.
I don't know. Those movies are about
You
walking.
would
I
know
watch
that,
shit.
you nerd.
Maximus, flip yours for me for a second.
This is a podcast about pro wrestling. Yep, there's the gang.
This is
There we
another
are.
picture from
The
taken
money
by us. This was actually one that they used on their Facebook.
Oh, that's
Yes.
I
awesome.
believe.
That they promoted the
That's
show
awesome.
with.
So
And
we're
where
in
you
there.
can clearly see.
Yeah, you can see
Yep.
this in
CPWT, baby. We're everywhere.
a few of
Yeah.
the photos they have. So
If that's Disco Dom, then I believe that is a clip of the match that I will be
Yeah.
uploading. That's him and
The hard
Little
Little Show.
Little show, yeah, the
yeah.
redneck.
I'm pretty sure that's the match.
$200. $200? Sure, why not? Okay, where do you want to meet? 101 Main in Burlington in about 10 minutes. Sounds good. Hey, I'm here. Cool, head inside. Into the comedy club? Yeah. Then head up on stage and tell your jokes to somebody else.
I've
seen that one. That's pretty good.
That is pretty good.
Flat tires, so I should have bought asparagus.
I hate you, kid. I hate you for even pointing that out. That's funny. Max for bringing it up, but you for selling it. You should be ashamed.
I like it. I'm allowed to like it. Cody's not going to be at WrestleMania.
A plateau is the highest form of flattery. That's a thinker. I like that one. That's a thinker.
That's a geometry joke. I like it.
That's the next one.
It's also a geology.
It is. It's a geomology.
God damn it.
joke.
Max, flip it.
It's funny on many levels.
So stupid. Y'all are so stupid.
Hey, let us be nerds for a
I
minute.
swear to God.
Poop jokes aren't my favorite kind of jokes, but they're a solid number 2.
I kind of want that sign.
Flip it! Flip it now!
Kind of shitty, Caleb.
There's a movie.
No
Yeah,
chance. That's what you got.
Now this I kind of actually want to look this up.
I've
There's a
seen
movie
this movie.
about a murderous car and tire named Robert, and the entire movie is the tire rolling around killing people.
Yeah,
and
it's
blowing
called
things
Rubber.
up.
I
Yeah,
may
Rubber,
have
I've
seen
seen
it
it, yeah.
before. I may
It's
have
a
seen
sci-fi
it.
movie.
There's a
Remember.
sequel. Yeah.
Rubber
There's
2.
two of the movie made next to Death to Smoochie.
Oh, that's bullcock.
I'm sorry. 1 Hour Photo was his worst movie. Tree Fitty.
I need about Tree Fit.
That's great.
Tree
I love
Then I realized that Girl Scout was a 6-story tall lizard from the Mesozoic era.
I gave him $1.
She gave him $1.
All right, hit us with that. Here we go, my friend. Bro, your mom jokes are overused.
Just like your mom.
Until we meet again.
Hashtag I love Rhonda.
Keep in the ring. No, don't end this yet. All right, so today is over.
It is
over.
Hey, but Brian mentioned something earlier that we've talked about it before on the show. Richard's family, Keith, was like a second dad to me. We grew up together, and as I got older and started wrestling, I'd always go back to Keith's house and watch WCW videotapes and talk about what we did in wrestling. And so Brian gets into the wrestling, and right now he's one of the #1 names in the nation in deathmatch wrestling. That's not a joke. That's a fact.
That's fact.
Uh,
Actual.
And I've had nothing to do with Brian's training. Yeah, we talk about wrestling. I give him some advice here and there, but really, the person responsible for him and really getting him to a serious place is Bull Bronson.
Bull Bronson, 100%.
But to see someone who was in a position and decided that they wanted something more, and they changed their entire style and their outlook, and also the stuff that Brian has had to physically overcome, not just in his adult life, and to say that you have made me proud is a significant understatement.
100%.
Because you have done something that even when I was a wrestler I couldn't do. I couldn't get over the level that I was, and you've done that. You've made me incredibly proud. I'm so proud of you, and I hope that one day soon I'll be healthy enough to get back in the ring for one more match, because I'd love to beat the fuck out of you for 30 minutes straight.
Oh my God, I would love that.
So, yes, she made me very proud.
Yes,
that being said,
there's no doubt about that. Brian is the.
I agree. I would love to watch Brian beat the hell out of Hugh for 30 minutes straight.
I'd bleed for him.
Well, I mean, you could do it for 10 minutes, and I just rewind it and watch it 3 times.
As if you stood a chance.
Much like my sex life.
That's a lot of crying. But no, all right. We had a good show. There it is. It's on, he says. Brian Richards, thank you. Thank you, Wolfie, Derek. Thank you, everybody who participated today. Midget Wrestling coming by the end of the night. I promise you that. Will be on YouTube. We're going to get off here and go rewind 25 minutes and watch Vengeance Day.
Hell yeah, baby.
So
watch the shorts for our new studio.
Yes.
Hell yeah, baby.
And share with your friends.
Solid good show tonight. Had a good laugh and a good time. Have a good night, everybody. Thanks, Derek.
Have a good night, guys.
We'll see y'all next Sunday. Don't forget to find us on Facebook at facebook.com/ProWrestling Throwdown. Follow us on X at ProWrestlingTD. Send us an email at ProWrestlingThrowdown@gmail.com. Follow us on TikTok at ProWrestlingThrowdown1. And also check out streamlabs.com/ProWrestlingThrowdown or the official Pro Wrestling Throwdown website, ProWrestlingThrowdown.com, where you can access the
Merch Store!
From us to y'all, as always,
Keep
it in the ring.
Mama.
Ooh.